And here they are, Mariam, Kwach, Cindy. Hey, guys.
Hi.
What up?
Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to see you guys.
Good to see you as well. It's great to have you back.
Cindy, what are we celebrating today?
Good Friday.
Oh.
That's it. Just, you know, giving that energy. So
okay.
nothing particular. I think sometimes you just have to feel yourself and go accordingly.
Yeah, feel yourself, of course. Of course you should.
Is it a particularly good Friday, Cindy?
Well, I can tell you, but it's not the watershed. It's a watershed hour, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for considering.
Oh, so you have shared already.
Yes, why it was good. Goodness gracious, we're starting off right. Okay, now the shortage of fuel in the country has got to be the biggest story. This has entered its second week with us greatly inconvenienced as a result. Oil dealers have linked the shortage to a lack of clarity on the fuel subsidy the government introduced last April in a bid to stabilize the prices. Now, I don't know how long you've waited so far, but I've waited for almost 2 hours. And then I was like, okay, maybe we should just cab for now. And I don't know, try do these more because it's a mess. It's a mess. I've seen Cindy complaining a lot about it online.
Yes. It's really a red hot mess because you see, for us who use vehicles for personal reasons, we could say, okay, we have the option of using matatus and so on and so forth. But the fuel crisis goes beyond. I was talking to a cab guy and he said, just to get fuel for 1,000 bob takes him an hour. So he's already used 500 shillings worth of fuel to get 1,000 shillings worth of fuel because there's a cutoff in some petrol stations. And then, you know, with these apps, there are discounts and stuff. So you'll find that you have to do 5-6 trips, maybe 21 kilometers in total before you cover up even that 1,000 shillings. It's a really, really difficult time. So many conspiracy theories going on. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the press conference that Ambassador Monica Juma gave yesterday. And she said, look, we're the cheapest in the region. And if you check, Uganda is 164. Down south at South Africa, it's 184. And that is fine. But you also have to look at the economies of scale and the cost of living and what is called minimum wage in those countries. And it's such a difficult thing. There is talk of, you know, also some CEOs of some reputable fuel companies who have been deported just to show that the government is serious on curbing economic sabotage. But I still feel, here's the catch. Kenya Pipeline Company says they have enough reserves. So if they have enough reserves, why is it that companies are being questioned or fined or levied for exporting some and giving minimal to the local government? So it's a really hot mess. I hope it is now sorted since the local manufacturers and the oil companies have gotten a chance to increase the fuel prices. But deep down, the people who feel the pinch, the border guys, it's really a tragedy.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. And remember, people use it for different reasons. So, Kwach?
Life is locomotion. Like you have to move from one place to another for you to be able to be meaningful for the country, for yourself, for your people. And this is also another case of, you know, we are realizing that our oversight ways should be better too late. For example, the CS was talking about our fuel is being taken to other countries that are going to be sold there because the prices are higher on the other side. So it's just greed for profit from the practitioners. But if oversight was better, then this would have been known before the emergency was here.
Right.
You see what's happening. So it's a thing of like during Corona when the government was pleading with landlords or punguze rent, while if it had started being involved with the landlords before, they would have a better way of communicating with them. It's always the same in every other sector. We just hope that, you know, the CS spoke 24 hours ago and she said about 72 hours. So we hope that in the next 48 hours, we will be having fuel with us here so that the situation becomes better. Because what we have seen in the country is even people now putting themselves to risk. Some even in the process of greed too, their oil, the mafuta is not now being hoarded just by the petrol stations alone. No. There are people who are going there with 50-liter jerry cans, buying it, anaenda kuweka kwa nyumba just to be opportunistic, kungoja watu wenye wata nini. But these people, they have no safety measures with this, you know, mafuta they are taking. So they're just taking it to the house, Mali kuna pikwa, Mali, we just hope a disaster doesn't happen.
That is true, Mariam.
Agreed. I think, unfortunately, we are caught between a rock and a hard place as regular citizens. The rock being that oil marketers feel that they don't really trust the government enough. It's like you said, you're subsidizing and you're giving us the difference that's meant to happen there with the subsidy, and that hasn't happened yet. And we're like, okay, unless you release the money, we're not releasing the fuel. That's how we started. The hard place is also that oil companies want to make supernormal profits at the cost of Kenyans, and it's just like, at the end of the day, only the person in the middle is suffering. And you also can't be the government who is the regulator. You can't be the pot calling the kettle black. You can't be like, hey bro, you're hoarding fuel, but also you didn't pay me for my subsidy. So unfortunately, we are the only people suffering in the middle. Hopefully both parties straighten up in the next few weeks. I'm surprised that this isn't a bigger story internationally also. I was like, hey bro, do you know we have like 3-hour lines here? But hopefully the situation resolves really soon.
People wake up at 3 a.m. to go and just wait.
And you know the thing about Kenyans,
there was traffic on I think Wednesday until around almost 1
because of fuel, guys.
I saw a Twitter thread, sorry to interrupt you, Quattro. I saw a Twitter thread of a lady who was with her son queuing for fuel at Total Dennis Pritt and got boxed in by so many cars and then wasn't able to leave until like 5 a.m.
What?
Literally, because there's just nowhere to go. There's nowhere to move. And no one is willing to give up their space in line to actually make room for you to come out because you've decided now you want to leave.
And this Kanairo, did you see that video of some guy who went and opened his engine, his gearbox, and he took a cup and fetched the water and it looked like
cocktail juice.
Yes, cocktail juice. I was like, what is that yellow stuff?
I saw that video. And then also we've been queuing so much. We're just queuing everywhere. It's been a week of queuing and queuing, my goodness.